Hi friends, I'm chewing neem leaves. I've been doing this regularly every morning for the past 2 years. It's quite bitter, but then I down it with a decoction of turmeric, pepper, a little bit of honey, so that makes it sweet. Yeah, it's quite sweet, so it takes away the bitterness. Neem leaf consumption has been part of an Indian traditional remedy for the past 5,000 years. It is actually an immunity booster. You see, I'm 62 years old and I'm not on any lifestyle disease medication nor any processed supplements. I've traveled and lived in places with very harsh conditions and still I've not been infected with any illnesses. In this video, I would like to share with you the goodness of neem usage. You see, my friends, in this time of the COVID-19 pandemic, we're all very uncertain. We're not sure when a vaccine will be found. Besides following the SOP, wouldn't it be sensible for us to boost our immunity? Alternative herbal medicines like this are very important to know, and if used correctly and in the right dosage, it can be very effective. Moreover, they are very inexpensive and can be found in our own backyard.
Nowadays, I see neem trees being planted along roadsides and in residential areas. Very often, if there are Indian families nearby, there would be a neem tree. It's really cooling to sit under its shade. In the olden days, people planted these trees in the center courtyard of houses because it is also a natural pesticide.
When my daughter was 4 years old, she was diagnosed for bronchitis and she was on medication. Fortunately, that year we moved to this house where we found this big neem tree growing in the compound. She enjoyed playing here under this tree, and very soon, within 6 months, symptoms of bronchitis totally disappeared. You see, neem trees are able to trap dust particles easily, and they are able to absorb not only carbon dioxide but also sulfur oxide and nitrogen. So, in this way, the air in this area is totally purified.
Neem trees absorb large amounts of pollutants and convert them to oxygen. Do you know they even give out oxygen at night? In Ayurveda, it has earned the title of Sarva Roga Nivarini, meaning curer of all ailments and illnesses. As far as natural healing is concerned, I can say from my own usage, it's the best anti-infection, antifungal, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory. Ladies who opt for natural hair care products will find neem used in hair shampoos, hair oils because it prevents dandruff, makes hair follicles stronger, and encourages hair growth. Neem leaves are also excellent for treating skin problems, especially for those who are suffering from eczema. And for young girls, if you're having facial acne, it's good to just grind this into a paste, just add a little bit of turmeric and apply it as a face mask. You will have a glowing complexion. But then if you are having very dry skin, it's better to use neem oil instead of the neem leaf paste. Chewing neem leaves and the twigs work to decrease the microorganism culture in our mouth, and it prevents the germs from entering our body. It also promotes oral health and gives you fresh breath. That is why you find in a lot of herbal toothpaste, neem is one of the major ingredients. Of late, I'm noticing lots of neem-based products in the market. You can easily find neem-based face wash, toothpaste, and bathing soap even in grocery stores. Neem is also called margosa. Currently, scientists at the world's leading laboratories are beginning to admit that it is a natural magic herb, something that Indian housewives have known for centuries. Because it is a natural blood purifier, it is used to rectify cardiovascular problems. And because it can promote healthy glucose levels, it is so good for diabetes.
I consider neem as a one-tree pharmacy, but it must be consumed with caution. Because of its cooling effect and bitter taste, it can be very vata aggravating. In Ayurveda, normally we don't take neem on its own. In my case, I combine it with a herb of a similar medicinal value. I take it with turmeric. But for those with pitta and kapha imbalances, neem can be consumed on its own. So it's better to know your dosha imbalances before you start on a program of consuming neem, because the dosage differs from person to person. New studies in the West are supporting the fact that neem is a modern medical miracle because it has the ability to reduce the production of cancer cells that are harmful to our body. Moreover, it is said to reduce the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation by boosting our immunity. For such a fantastic herb, are there contraindications? Yes, there is. Women who are trying to conceive should not consume neem leaves, as it is a natural spermicide. Traditionally, these neem leaves have been used as a birth control for both men and women. Also, lactating mothers should not take neem because the bitterness of these leaves will seep into the mother's milk and baby would reject it. The other thing is, neem should not be consumed in large amounts for a long period of time. There should be breaks in between. So it is always better to consult a doctor before you start on a program of consuming neem leaves, especially those who are on other medications.
The wonderful thing about neem plants is that they can thrive on most soils and can be found in the most unexpected of places. What you see here is neem seedlings that I have found and plucked out from crevices of pavements. Would you believe me if I told you that this tree was once in a small container? Neem trees root themselves deeply in the soil and can grow rapidly up to a height of 90 feet.
Dear friends, this humble neem tree could be a tree to solve global problems.
It can usher in an era of chemical-free pest control, inexpensive medication, bring down the temperature of an overheated planet, reduce soil erosion, and also naturally reduce population growth. No wonder it is respected in the Vedic culture as a wonderful gift of nature.